Another conversation of a polarizing topic, the first step of the latest effort at the State House to legalize marijuana in Indiana. A summer study committee will hear testimony from people for and against the move, and one of those on the docket to speak in front of lawmakers is with me now. This is Justin Swanson. Thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Hey, thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
I'm glad to have your time. You are a part of a group called Grow Indiana Together. How did you get involved?
So Grow Indiana Together is Indiana's first political action committee. We're bipartisan in supporting candidates and incumbents that support responsible cannabis reform. We really act as kind of a platform for Hoosiers to kind of join the fight.
And this is in a push to legalize marijuana. What are you hoping lawmakers will hear from your testimony today?
I think today we want to really show that we have a thriving hemp market here that can easily transition into full cannabis. So we really want to position our farmers and small businesses in a way that will allow them to capture what our research shows is a $2 billion market in Indiana on the cannabis side.
Speaking to your research and what you believe to be benefits of this for the state and what other states in some areas of the country have decided. We've heard this debate multiple times in Indiana. Some of the arguments against legalization bring up regulation, enforcement, concerns that marijuana is a gateway to mental health and severe drug use, maybe increased impairment on the roads. A lot of different facets to being against it. So why does your group think now is the time to defeat those concerns?
Sure. So the reality is Indiana is one of 13 states that don't provide a regulated cannabis market for its citizens. And our argument is whatever your hesitations or concerns are with cannabis or cannabis consumptions, those are actually better addressed and mitigated under a regulated market rather than leaving it up to the illicit market. And you asked what's different today. We've had 2 Court of Appeals rulings come down the last couple months that show that the government's no longer willing to carry the burden to prove that green leafy substance is in fact marijuana, because now you have to send that off for extra testing and then expert testimony as well. So prosecutors are on record saying this is really no longer a priority for us in the state.
How long have you personally been preparing for this testimony today?
Probably too long. I'm ready, kind of ready to be there and see how it goes.
I can imagine. And it could be a long day in the State House. The study committee meets today at noon. Justin, we thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
And as we've reported, at the federal level, cannabis remains an illegal drug that's considered to have a high potential for dependency and no accepted medical use. Governor Holcomb has said that he supports the idea of medical marijuana, but says the state should not act unless Congress makes a move at the federal level.